Hey folks, good morning. Pastor Sean coming to you with today's daily devotion. 2 Thessalonians chapter 3 tells us the Lord is faithful and he will guard you and establish you. I'm reminded time and time again of the faithfulness of God. God is always looking, always watching, always keeping guard over his flock. It's the good shepherd that lays down his life for the sheep. But not only that, he is faithful to establish us. The Bible tells us that he who starts a good work in you is faithful to complete it. God is faithful in everything that he does concerning his children. He's faithful in everything, period, but everything concerning his children, he is faithful. When he starts and plants the seeds in you of spiritual growth, he doesn't just plant it and walk away. He plants it, he tends it, he nurtures it, he waters it, he prunes it. He works on you for the rest of your life here on earth. He is faithful. Even when we're faithless, even when we falter, even when we don't do what we promised him we would do, he is still faithful to us. He can only be faithful to us because that's who he is. That's his character. He is faithful to establish us. He sets us up. He prepares our hearts. He prepares our minds. He prepares our souls. He prepares our spirits. He prepares our bodies for what is to come on a day-to-day basis. I often remind myself, and I preach this a lot, that God knows the end from the beginning. God knows the mistakes that I'm going to make tomorrow. He knew the mistakes I made yesterday. He knows the mistakes I'm going to make today. He knows the good things that I did yesterday, the good things I'm doing today, and the good things I'm going to do tomorrow. He knows that I'm going to follow the plan, and he knows that I'm going to go awry from the plan. And yet, he is still faithful because he's God. He has established us, and now he guards us from the evil one. There are times when you and I probably should have been destroyed. There are probably times when you and I should have been taken out, but God intervened. You can walk through social media, you can walk through a Google search, and you can see all of these people who experienced a near-death experience, and God snatched them from the jaws of death. God pulled them back from the brink of death. You can find all types of people who have had financial ruin sitting at the front door, and God made a way where there seemed to be no way. We talk about the faithfulness of God. We talk about the protection of God. We talk about the provision of God. But we never really seem to drink it in. Because if we understood how faithful God is to us, we would be more faithful to him, myself included. If we knew how greatly he provides for us, not just in the natural but in the spiritual realm as well, we would be more faithful. If we understood the provisions that God puts in our lives, if we understood the protection that God puts around us, the hedge of protection around us, if we really sat down and thought about how God protects us, guards us, establishes us, provides for us, we would begin to be as faithful as God is to us. So, something to think about today. How faithful are you truly to the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords? I love you. I'm praying for you. I believe it's going to be a magnificent day, and I'm hoping that many of you will join us this weekend at Irwin Hill. God bless you as always, is my prayer.